What's this?
Open it. Interesting.
How's it going, everybody? It's Warren. Welcome back to my channel, The Cosmic Wonder, where we talk about all things Marvel and everything relating to the MCU. Today we have a truly awesome leak that comes from a leaked set photo from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And from the looks of this leaked set photo, what we believe it to be looks like it's tying in Wolverine to Falcon and the Winter Soldier and the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And not only that, but it looks like we're starting to see the bigger picture of the MCU, tying in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Black Widow, and other Phase 4 and Phase 5 movies to come later on. All seemingly connected by one villain in particular that has a very specific connection to Wolverine. I'm gonna break it all down in this video, but first, congratulations to YouTube user Mortimus413. You are the winner of last week's Funko Pop giveaway. Email me in the email in my description and I'll get you your prize. And this week is going to be a Black Widow in her white suit from the Black Widow movie Funko Pop. All you have to do to enter is subscribe, like this video, and comment down below with your favorite superhero or villain. So there are just a ton of things to break down today in regards to Wolverine in the MCU, including the photos I mentioned in the beginning from the set of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and a new report from Roger Wardell. So first things first, let's talk about what ties Wolverine into Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We have leaked photos from the set of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier provided and posted on murphysmultiverse.com. And in these photos, it reveals that Sam and Bucky are going to have more than just one main villain to deal with, as it reveals a biker gang. And the biker gang itself isn't really what Sam and Bucky are going to have to worry about, it's who they're working for. As we can see, on the back of their gang jackets is a logo, and that logo is a red flaming skull. Now, of course, this sparked a lot of interest in the community. Many people were wondering who this biker gang is and what does the logo on the back of their jackets mean, but it seems like the community has figured it out. And it's actually pretty clear now. This looks exactly like the logo for Ogun in the Death of Wolverine comic. As you can see, the logo for Ogun looks pretty much exactly identical to the one that's on the back of these bikers' jackets. Now, if this is true, and this is in fact the symbol for Ogun on the back of these jackets, that means that Wolverine is being tied into the show. And the reason is because Ogun is a very specific Wolverine villain. And here's where everything kind of starts to connect. Ogun is the main villain in the Wolverine comic Death of Wolverine. And in the story, there's a virus in the microverse which causes Wolverine's healing factor to go away, so he can no longer heal. His enemies then find out that he can't heal, and Wolverine finds out that there's a bounty on his head. So Wolverine sets out to find who put this bounty on his head. After working his way through a chain of villains, he's directed towards Lord Ogun. And Ogun eventually identifies himself as Dr. Abraham Cornelius, the founder of the Weapon X program. This is the person who put the adamantium inside of Wolverine. He is literally the person who created Wolverine. So obviously he's a very big and important character. Now, in this story, Wolverine would go on to kill him and he would die himself. But the important part is the symbol for Ogun, who is Dr. Abraham Cornelius, the symbol that we see on the back of the biker gang's jackets. So this seems to be the symbol of the founder of the Weapon X program. And we have had two major reports from Roger Wardell, one about the Weapon X program and one about Wolverine. If you don't know, Roger Wardell is the Twitter account who posted a lot of leaks about Avengers Endgame, all of which ended up being 100% true. And in one of his tweets, he said, "Weapon X Disney Plus show planned as a pre-sequel to The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It will focus not only on Logan's backstory, but also other members of Weapon Plus program." So he says that there's going to be a Weapon X show, and it's also going to focus on Logan, aka Wolverine, and it's going to be set before the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So this could explain why we see this logo of the creator of the Weapon X's program in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, again connecting Wolverine to the series. But we know that Marvel isn't going to copy the comics shot for shot. They gotta change it up and make their own story. And here's where it seemingly all connects. It all comes down to the leader of the Weapon X program. And who is that in the Marvel Cinematic Universe right now? It's Thunderbolt Ross. And we know that he reestablished the Weapon X program in The Incredible Hulk.
Well, in WW2, they initiated a sub-program for biotech force enhancement.
Yeah, super soldier.
Yes. An oversimplification, but yes.
So the Super Soldier Serum comes from the Weapon Plus program, which is the Weapon X program, just a different name. And then we see in the Incredible Hulk, the containers that have the Super Soldier Serum in them say very clearly Weapons Plus on them. So Thunderbolt Ross has been running this program in the Marvel Cinematic Universe for years and years now, since the Incredible Hulk. So for 10 years now. Now we know that the Super Soldier Serum is going to play an insanely big role in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier and in the Black Widow film. And what we know right now is that the Super Soldier Serum in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier is going to be used to control US Agent John Walker. When he becomes the new Captain America, he's going to be injected with the serum. But little does he know that the serum is actually going to be used by the government, aka Thunderbolt Ross, to control him. That way Thunderbolt Ross has Captain America up his sleeve and controls what he does, unlike in Captain America Civil War, because that's what Ross wants. He wants to be able to control the superheroes and use them as he pleases. He doesn't want them going off and doing what they want to do. That's what caused the Civil War in the first place. And that's what he's going to be searching for in the Black Widow movie as well. It's already confirmed that he's going to be chasing down Black Widow, and it's already confirmed that this Super Soldier Serum, the red vials that we see Black Widow holding, are going to play a big part as well. The Red Room is going to be using this serum to inject into the Black Widows in their Red Room program, using it to enhance them but also to control them at the same time. So Thunderbolt Ross, the Super Soldier Serum, and the Weapon X program are going to play a huge role in Phase 4 of the MCU. But Thunderbolt Ross just isn't going to be himself. He's also going to be the Red Hulk, which is actually what I think we're seeing on the back of these red jackets. I think the logo is a depiction of the Red Hulk. Thunderbolt Ross has been experimenting with the Super Soldier Serum in the Weapon X program for over 10 years, since the Incredible Hulk. And in the comics, he experiments on himself with the serum, and that's how he becomes the Red Hulk. I think the same thing has happened here, because in the comics, the logo is a symbol of Ogun, and Ogun is really Dr. Cornelius, the creator of the Weapon X program. Well, who is basically the creator of the Weapon X program in the MCU right now? It's Thunderbolt Ross. And at this time in the MCU, he's also probably the Red Hulk already. So this biker gang could be working for Thunderbolt Ross. This could be his attempt to try and control Sam and Bucky, because we know that Sam was supposed to be the new Captain America. But based off of what we heard, Sam refuses because he doesn't want the Super Soldier Serum. That means Thunderbolt Ross can't control him, so he sends a biker gang to take care of them. Now, obviously the big connection to Wolverine is the Weapon Plus program. Wolverine, who is also Weapon X, Weapon 10, is the biggest project to come from Weapon X. And the fact that the Weapon X program has been quite clearly set up in the MCU. And the fact that Kevin Feige mentioned at San Diego Comic-Con in 2019 that the mutants were coming means that Wolverine is right around the corner. And he's clearly being set up in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Black Widow, and, according to Roger Wardell, a prequel to the Falcon and the Winter Soldier in a very own Weapon X Disney Plus series. Now, recently, Roger Wardell also mentioned a little bit more about Wolverine. His latest tweet says, "The MCU is way more dangerous place for Wolverine than you might think. Logan receives his combat nanosuit thanks to Shuri and Antarctic vibranium." So not only is Wolverine right around the corner, but he's going to be interacting with some of our favorite characters. And who else more perfect for him to team up with in the beginning of his introduction in the MCU than Black Panther, Shuri, and Wakanda? Adamantium and vibranium are the two strongest metals known in the Marvel Universe. Of course, the metal inside of Wolverine that was put inside of him by the Weapon X program by Dr. Cornelius is adamantium. And of course, the metal that is in Wakanda, the metal that Black Panther's claws is made out of, and the metal that Captain America's shield is made out of is vibranium. And it sounds like Wolverine is going to get the best of both worlds. He'll have his claws made of adamantium put in there by the Weapon X program, most likely at the direction of Thunderbolt Ross. And then, according to Roger Wardell, a combat nanosuit made of Antarctic vibranium. Now, what's really interesting about this is that it ties into another leak from Mikey Sutton. Mikey said that when the X-Men come into the MCU, Marvel is also going to introduce the Savage Lands. And where's the Savage Lands located? It's an isolated region of Antarctica. and the Savage Lands is the only place where Antarctic vibranium is found. So as you can see, everything is kind of starting to come together here. The villain of Wolverine and the Weapon X program is being teased in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and this villain is most likely Thunderbolt Ross, aka Red Hulk. So everything is kind of connected here. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Wolverine, Black Widow, Black Panther as well, the Savage Lands, which of course is connected to the X-Men, and we're seemingly getting a Weapon X Disney Plus show as well. So things are getting really exciting in the MCU. Wolverine seems to be coming very soon. At the least, we're going to see his setup happen very soon. So let me know what you think about all of this news with Wolverine, and let me know in the comments down below who you'd like to see play him. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe so you can stay up to date on all things relating to the MCU. For live updates, you can follow me on Twitter, and as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.